your screen right now, we're showing you visuals of the US Secretary of Defence Lloyd Austin. He arrived yesterday, remember, to have security talks with our Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. On the agenda, critical tech like jet engines, more US ships in India for maintenance and repair. These are the top two issues on the agenda. Cooperation, development between the two countries when it comes to advanced technology, to, of course, the conversations around joint manufacturing of technologies such as indigenous jet engines, fighter aircraft and ship engines. These are all of the things that are on the agenda of both the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and the US Secretary of Defence Lloyd Austin when they meet. As we told you, Lloyd Austin arrived yesterday in New Delhi for a two-day visit from Singapore. This is his second visit to India. My colleague Akash is with us on the phone right now to bring us more context on this entire conversation. Akash, we know that the two are meeting and we know that this conversation is going to include a range of defence cooperation issues. Can you illustrate what they are, and can you tell us, especially with Prime Minister Modi also visiting the US in a month from now, do these talks have special relevance?
Right. So, first of all, the Defence Secretary arrived here in India yesterday, and today he is going to meet Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, and not just Rajnath Singh, but also our National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. And this particular meeting, in fact, these bilaterals that are going to happen in some time from now are going to be very, very important, Toya, because we know that how Prime Minister Modi is visiting US later in the month. And we know the kind of cooperation that both the countries are looking for. We have recently inducted Tejas Mark 1, but as of now, we are looking for Tejas Mark 1 Alpha. Tejas Mark 1, after Tejas Mark 1 Alpha, we have Tejas Mark 2, which India is eyeing on, in fact, eyeing on the production. And for Tejas Mark 2, we need engines. As of now, there is a partnership between the GE Aviations and also between the HAL, because we are using these engines in our Tejas Mark 1 Alpha, and also now we are going to use these engines in Tejas Mark 2. But for that particular deal, because India believes in Atmanirbharta, India believes in Make in India, that's why we are going to sign. In fact, we are very positive of that particular deal, where we are expecting that a tech transfer will be happening. Tech transfer will be happening, between both these countries. And this visit, especially this particular visit, before Prime Minister Modi's visit to US, this visit is very important because it is expected that both the leaders will be talking on this particular aspect as to what can be done in this and, what will be the outline of the whole proposal. Other than the jet engine deal that I'm talking about, we have
आयुषी, तुम भी जाओ, जाओ तुम भी अंदर चलिए। आप नहीं आया, टीम है ना, हाँ हाँ जाओ। माइक भी है जहाँ होगा इधर से चलिए हाँ फिर जाना नहीं
All right, on your screens, as you can see, ceremonies being played out right now as the Defence Secretary visits India. This is the second day of his visit, and the visuals we're bringing you right now are from the Sam Manekshaw Centre right here in Delhi. Remember, the US Defence Secretary is here for a number of important defence conversations with Rajnath Singh, our Defence Minister. I'm going to, in just a second, walk you through what the agenda of their meetings are. But on your screens right now, what you're watching play out is the ceremonial welcome that is taking place for Lloyd Austin on your screens. Now let's take a deeper dive into what is on the agenda. My colleague Akash is with us to tell us more about what is on the agenda. Akash, you were essentially highlighting for us that on the agenda over the next 2 days is a range of defence cooperation issues with a focus on industrial cooperation for the two countries. What does that mean?
Exactly. I was talking about the defence cooperation between these two countries and the scope of cooperation, because India as of now is focusing on Atmanirbharta. India is in fact eyeing on investment, kind of investment that, US can come with. And this is the reason why, everyone is hoping for a sort of deal between United States and India, where we are looking for engines from General Electric and in fact, not just engines, not the procurement, but the tech transfer, where we can actually, manufacture these engines in India. The whole idea is that you come to India, you invest here, you manufacture engines, that those engines will be used for our Tejas Mark II, that are the very important fighter aircraft, that are going to be the very important fighter aircraft for Indian Air Force, other than GE engines. We have several sort of other cooperation, military cooperation. Strategically, I was also, talking about the Indo-Pacific, pre-Indo-Pacific. Both the countries are, stressing on pre-Indo-Pacific. And as far as pre-Indo-Pacific is concerned, we know about the aggression of China and, specifically in the South China Sea. We have seen the kinds of developments in the past few months. And US has raised, its concern over these developments. And this is the reason why, in fact, on several occasions, several top, officers from United States have, in fact, mentioned categorically that United States is also, focusing on pre-Indo-Pacific. India, as far as India is concerned, so we are the resident power in the Indian Ocean region. We know that, what kind of cooperation these countries, in fact, all the friendly nations are looking for. And, in that context also, this particular visit is very important. So, you see, whenever we talk about cooperation, so we know that how we were, in fact, we are dependent on Russia for our defense equipment, in fact, a sort of weapons and all other things that we, get from Russia. But from last 3-4 years, we have stressed on Atmanirbharta, we have stressed on Make in India, and not just Make in India, but the dream is that you come to India and make for the entire world. And this is the reason why this particular visit is very important. Yesterday, US Defence Secretary arrived here at around 3:45-4, and today he's going to meet Rajnath Singh at Manekshaw Centre. We were seeing those visuals where he's receiving Guard of Honor. After that, he's expected to meet National Security Advisor in South Block, and after that, he'll be leaving for the United States. He was in Singapore before his visit to India. But this visit is going to be very, very critical, because we know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi later in the month is going to visit United States, and that at that point of time, we are expecting some sort of announcement over the engines deal, and not just engines deal, but several sort of defense cooperation and the partnership between these two countries. So, yeah.